How you feeling?
Fine. I laugh at COVID.
Do you really feel fine?
I woke up I've been for the past, since Tuesday, I was all kinds of achy, all fucked up.
But now you're better.
I'm a little achy in the old legs area, but I'm fine.
That's weird. I'm having aches in my shoulders and my neck.
And you got COVID, dude.
Probably. I don't know.
Did you shake hands with Brendan?
No, if I did anything, it's this, and I always wash my hands too.
You're fine.
Okay, so Brendan needs me to send the link again, so give me a sec. What's up?
Hey, what's up?
Brendan, it's Bryan. How are you?
His audio's still connecting. All right, he should be able to speak now. What's up, Brendan?
Brendan, hi.
What's up, Corona buddy?
Not much, buddy boy. I'm just hanging out, pretty much fine. I'm pretty much 100%. It's a little achy.
Hey,
Not gonna lie, a little achy.
Chin, are we recording?
We're rolling, yeah. We're good.
We should let everybody know that Brendan and I did everything wrong in Texas. We practiced no social distancing, got up in front of 350 people as they were laughing at us and shouting at us, and then we got off stage, didn't change mics, shared it with Malik and Stevie. Stevie's sick as a fucking dog. He's the Corona poster boy. Lost his sense of taste, smell, and then we would walk through a crowd of people going, yay, fist pumping like real irresponsible assholes. And now it looks like Brendan's got coronavirus, and I'm still waiting for my tests.
Well, here's the thing to all that. Okay, well, I'm glad you went on that rant, Callan. And here's the thing, though. Like I said, Corona is something, I never said it was not real or anything like that. I went about living my life. I got it. And you know what? I'm fine.
Well,
we
should also make a caveat that a lot of people who get it, who are older, are not fine. They're in the hospital.
Well, hold on, dude. This isn't I'm not going to do this weird Corona thing with you. What most people, just like my doctor told me, he goes, what you're experiencing, 97% of all people who get Corona experience the same thing. So this podcast isn't going to be poor Corona, poor Bryan, poor Brendan. This is a thing where I was living my life. I got Corona. I'm fine. My family's fine. I bunkered down. I quarantined. And that's what it is, man.
Is it weird that I worked out today? Is it weird that on day 3 I worked out because I have energy? Do I look like I'm sick? It's interesting. I'm waiting for my results. We'll see what happens. But if you have it, Stevie has it, my flu symptoms are not. Well, but it's true. I talked to my doctor who said for the most part, symptoms are all over the place. And, and I said, I got to be honest with you. I'm moving about my day. And he said, that's very common.
Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't be moving about your day. You should still stay quarantined if you think.
Yes. I'm staying quarantined because I don't want to give it to anybody.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm trying to be responsible because I definitely now I understand, like I would never go anywhere. And if I had to go anywhere, I would wear a mask and I'd be outside, because I don't want to be responsible for giving it to anybody.
No, that's the whole thing. That's why we got to do the podcast like this, because it is, if you have underlying health conditions, especially if you're obese or if you're older, we got it. I mean, we're morons and we went about, going on tour and stuff, but
we did everything wrong.
See, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that, B. You didn't. So we did everything wrong and what fat? Like.
No. I just mean if you didn't want to catch it, like we went to when we were on our way Saturday to do our final shows in San Antonio, we got an Amber Alert that said, "Listen, cases are spiked, and you can't come in." So 90 people canceled on us the first show, but we have to do a show. I mean, that's the other thing about being a comic. We sold a lot of tickets. I got to do the show. We were responsible, washed our hands and stuff like that. But you're going to catch something. I think if you're performing on stage with all those people, and that was a risk that I took responsibility for, and I was willing to take responsibility for. So.
Yeah, I think if you were any older, if you were your age, Callan, you had underlying health issues like obesity or diabetes, or you had pneumonia before, something like that. Yeah, you probably shouldn't be on tour, my man.
If I wasn't bull healthy and shredded, you're right.
And here's the thing. I hate to do this to you. I think you're jumping on the Corona train. I don't really think you have it. I got to be
Dude,
honest.
come on, man.
I got to be
That's
honest.
not true.
You
I'm sick.
tested negative. You tested negative, and now you're trying to jump on the train.
That's a cough. That's a fucking cough. You said that. He goes, I think you're jumping on the Corona train. That's bullshit, dude.
I saw your test.
Achy. Huh?
I saw your test. They said you didn't have it, and now you took another one back to back.
I took another one because I woke up all kinds of achy.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't think you have it. You're just trying to jump on this train.
You don't know, dude. You heard me cough just fucking now.
Hey, Kat and Chin, are you guys worried about any of it?
Kat?
Okay. I feel like I have a slight fever, but I don't think I have it. I think that's just from wearing long sleeves to being around my family because I have to hide my tattoos. That's it.
Oh, they don't know you have tattoos still?
They do. My mom doesn't like seeing it.
That's fair.
And Chin opened the podcast with, I've been having pains in my shoulders and my neck.
I told Brendan earlier when we did the test, I was like, I've been having these pains forever, so I can't tell if it's from Corona or not. I don't know.
Well, you had a headache for 6 years too, so you know.
Yeah, that's true.
It sucks. Huh?
Hey, Chin.
Yeah.
This girlfriend of yours.
Nowhere to be found.
I mean, don't see her. Is it possible that she's
being
imaginary?
She's being an amazing human being, and she's taking care of her sister's kids in Orange County right now.
Oh, that's good.
And if she ends up being a he, we don't give a fuck.
Oh no, hey B, I've seen her.
You guys know her.
I saw him camping. Yeah, she's a cutie.
Yeah, she's adorable.
I believe it.
And they have matching glasses. You know what the worst thing about this whole Corona is? So Sunday when I was flying, I started to feel just like I always get sick on planes, but I didn't feel great. I'm like, man, what's going on? And then I was like, oh, it's probably just like a cold thing. And then Monday, again, didn't feel great. That's when you guys saw me get the IV and and I also got tested on Monday. And then it was like the symptoms were always like, you know, when you're about to get like a bad flu and you start to like experience the symptoms, you're like, here we go. It's like the very start of a cold or flu, but it just stays there. And it doesn't get any worse.
Yeah.
And then I quarantined for 3 days now. And then I woke up this morning 100%. Probably, I don't know what it is. Probably feel better than I've felt in a long time. But the worst thing about it is your taste and smell leaves.
Yeah.
So I can't like, I'll make the strongest coffee in the world and I can't taste anything.
It's so weird.
Nothing. I can't taste anything.
As you're talking, you know what I realized? Much to my depression, my eyes look exactly the same.
Thank you.
Oh, dude, you look identical. There's no change.
Zero change. Like,
they look brighter. They look
is
brighter.
your mind taking a little more off? Well, I was supposed to have lids, and I'm still seeing this. Well, thanks a lot, Dr. No Help.
Hey, can I be honest about your doctor?
Yeah.
He made you look a little older.
No.
Rogan was telling me to take IVs. And I go, that's bullshit. And he goes, look at you and look at me. That's all you need to say. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. We look about the same age.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what your thing is against IVs. I've got an IV every day, including today, to knock this thing out.
Well, obviously it's working because you're 100%. You woke up going, I have zero symptoms in day 2.
Zero. And
What's in the IV? What's in the IV? Are you doing the other magic shit that stops you from aging?
No, I've done NAD drips before. Those suck, man. Those hurt. You know what? I'd rather look older than deal with that all the time.
Really?
I'll tell you what I can't wait to do. My dad doesn't know I have Corona. I can't wait to call him and tell him and then rub it in his face. That's what I can't wait to do. My dad.
Well, he's a CNN junkie, isn't he?
Oh, dude, you have no idea.
That's amazing. It's amazing. Well, we're back on lockdown, I think.
No, we're not.
No?
What do you mean?
LA feels like it's still on lockdown.
Not lockdown, but they're close. So wineries, restaurants, all that stuff. You can't dine in, but you can dine out. If they have like a patio, you can do that.
You can dine out. The beaches are closed just for July 4th, but people aren't going to listen to that.
New York City is closing off entire streets, and restaurants just put all their stuff, 30 tables outside. It's pretty cool in the streets. Very
Yeah,
European.
everyone's outside. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm curious to see how long this Corona fear thing's gonna keep going, because a statistic just came out today with Florida, which is just booming with all these cases. And I sent this to you, Cal. You look at the deaths; it's 0.4 of deaths of all the cases.
0.4%.
So it's like all the death rates are going like this, but the coronavirus is spreading like this, but deaths are down. So it's like, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to hang on to this.
Well, I hope that I come out back positive because I want to get it, so I don't have to worry about it. You know, if there's a time to get it, it's probably now.
You know what our friend Jeff Foley told us, who's the owner of Tempest Gym. Shout out to Jeff Foley. He goes, I go, dude, I can't take Tiger to your gym on Friday, man. I got hit with that COVID. And he goes, can I be honest? Can you still come and rub it in my face so I can get it over with?
Yeah, exactly. I know. Everybody's eventually apparently going to get it. I mean, you know, but hopefully we have better therapeutics. So I talked to my buddy who's a doctor who had it, and he works at UCLA. And I said, what drugs would I take if I do? And he goes, right now, nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, you know, there's other things you can take, but there's this HIV drug you can take if it gets really bad.
You don't need to do that, though, B. If you don't have, I talked to my doctor, too. He's like, are you experiencing severe stuff? I go, no. He goes, that's only worst case. There's some side effects to that stuff, too.
Fuck yeah, there is.
Because you guys know, if you listen to the podcast, I've been going hard on Corona and stuff like that. But when I got it, I was like, oh, shit. Oh, man, this could get dicey. I got scared from all that fear porn.
Fuck yeah. Of course you do.
But even my doctor was like, dude, knowing how healthy you are and stuff like that, you're going to experience mild symptoms. I bet you get over it really quick. I was like, I hope so.
Sure. I had images of you and I both on ventilators.
Me too.
And we're like, we can't do the podcast and just fucking dying. We're like, what the fuck? Those two assholes who have been going hard in the paint against Corona just fucking died.
No, I'm glad I got it, because now I can talk from a personal experience. Obviously, my experience is different than some people, but for the majority of people under 40, this is what it's like, dude. The majority.
Can I ask you guys a question? Can I ask you a question seriously?
You look 67 years old.
I have Corona, but I'm looking at my skin tone and the tightness of it, and I don't think I look a day over 40. It's fucking weird.
Hey, Papa, now there's a few lies there.
See, I know Kat agrees. That's all I care about.
Hey, Bryan, there's a few lies there. A, you don't have Corona. You got the test that said you didn't have it.
You don't know that, dude. I'm waiting for my fucking. Let me check. Hold on. Let me check my phone. Hold on.
How Bryan wants it so bad so he can act like he has something to talk about.
Did you guys take the antibody test?
You are 100% positive with full-blown Corona. That's what it just said on my test.
Oh, the doctor said full-blown, huh?
Yeah.
Is this the same doctor who did your lids and called you bro?
Yeah. Yeah, he said, bro, you have full-blown Corona. Congratulations. You are, I believe, if anybody can fight this, you can. I asked Stevie how he's doing. I go, better, same, worse. He goes, discouraging, man. I thought I was feeling better last night. Woke up 3 times, soaked in sweat, had to shower and change the sheets. Feel the same today. Stevie's all fucked up.
Well, remember, too, Stevie has underlying health conditions.
Stevie has had cancer and had his legs crushed. Stevie spent the age of 12 to 13 in a wheelchair, and then he had full-blown fucking lymphoma and almost died. That's why Stevie sleeps 14 hours.
And
Stevie's delicate. Like, Stevie will be like,
yes.
Oh, man. We're like, what's wrong? He goes, fuck, I didn't get enough sleep. I'm like, Stevie, you slept. You woke up at noon.
Hey, and here's the other thing. Stevie has no health insurance.
He doesn't have health insurance.
So I bet it'll be okay, though.
I think he'll be okay. I think it just manifests itself differently in people.
Does your girl have it, B?
I think she's sick too. Yeah, but she's feeling better.
She's feeling better already. Did she get did she get tested for it or no?
She got tested, so we're waiting on the test. We're probably 100% positive.
You wish. So you have something to talk about. I love it. You wish, dude. You're like Tom Hanks.
Dude, how am I gonna fucking have? How did I get the flu and not Corona? If you have Corona, 100% you gave it to me.
No, but here's the thing is, I don't know. You need to talk to your doctor because my doctor goes, you guys wouldn't have gotten San Antonio. You would have got it way before then.
Really?
Yeah, he goes, let's say you got to San Antonio on Thursday. The symptoms aren't going to show up that fast.
I thought it was between 3 days and 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, my doctor's saying it's between 4 to 14 days. Well, you know what shows me is they have no fucking clue what they're talking about. But the other thing is my brother-in-law had it 2 weeks ago. So, and I was with him riding bikes, and we were making out. So,
you guys giving each other massages at bike rides.
Yeah,
That's
so
what it is in a closed room.
Yeah, if making out with somebody gives it to you, guilty.
Bryan, your
Did I
face.
lose you guys?
Why is Brian's
Hello?
computer frozen?
Must be his Wi-Fi or I don't know. There he goes. You're back.
Oh, I'm back. That was weird. I have full bars.
Hey, here's the question. When can we go back into studio?
2 weeks.
No, not true. Because I'm going to get tested. I talked to Showtime. I'm going to get tested again on Monday because I'm
If
feeling
you're
so
negative,
good.
you can come back. Yeah.
Yep.
As soon as you have a negative test, you can come back. That's what I have to do because now that I'm positive for sure, I'm going to have to get a negative test.
I can't wait. Yours is going to be another negative. You have no excuse not to do the podcast. Yeah, I have a test set up for Monday, so I assume. But if I'm fine now, by Monday I should be all right. Hopefully, I'm no problem.
If I have COVID, then this is a very mild case of COVID. I have to say.
But that's how it is. Like my brother-in-law, he was like, he goes, the worst part for me is I had a scratchy throat for 3 days, and he tested positive for it.
A lot of young people have very mild symptoms, or they're asymptomatic.
Not even young, dude. 45, 98% have the same symptoms. Quit spreading lies, Brian. You have it. And it's not shit, dude. I have it. It's not shit. Now, what you shouldn't do, Brian, is go to your parents, though, because your dad.
I know. I'm not. I had to cancel that.
Yeah.
I can't take that risk.
No, I mean, like my girl's parents, they're usually always over watching Tiger in Boston. They're not coming over probably for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's the bummer. That is the bummer. But I can't risk getting them sick.
Were you going for anything particular, or are you just going to see them?
Just going to take my kids and hang with, just kind of get away from my grandparents.
You can reschedule, though.
I love hanging with my parents. I don't take it for granted that they're still alive. They're great people.
That's good. Yeah, I assume you like hanging with them.
You and your dad get into good arguments, though, huh?
I love hanging with them, but yeah, we argue like cats and dogs.
And you haven't told him you tested positive?
I was waiting for me. Well, I was waiting because if I was on a ventilator, he'd been, like I fucking told you. So I've been waiting. I've been in the Corona tall grass like this.
Did you go on a bike ride today?
I sure did, Brian. And then what else? I did 15 miles today. And then what else I'm doing is I'm building a bike right now in the garage, a new bike. I'm building a new bike from YT.
I didn't know you could build something. Are you good with? I don't picture you as being a mechanical guy with your hands.
Well, picture this dick in your mouth. I've been doing it for a long time.
I don't know about that, dude. I've never seen you fix anything. You're not a mechanical guy.
This is the third bike I put together. I'll send you a picture of it. I should video it. It's pretty, but these YT bikes come pretty standard. But I'll switch out the shocks, the forks. You know what I'm talking about.
My neighbor builds motorcycles. He has a motorcycle shop, and he said, if it's broke, I can fix it. And I said, what's broke? He goes, anything, I can fix it. And I went, that's a talent. That's a talent that I don't have.
It's not talent. It's just focusing on it. Well, it's just if that's what you're into. Like I was never into bikes before this, and now I'm balls deep in them, and I learned how to fix the chain if it breaks, the tires, and all that.
Right. It's like just information. That's how I am with horses, man. If a horse is fucking wild, I'll break it. You know what I mean?
What if a horse breaks its leg? You can still kill it?
Nah, I'm one of the few people that can splint a horse. I can splint a horse.
Ooh.
What I do is I karate chop his neck, and I hit a nerve, and he gets paralyzed, and I set the bone, wrap it, and then he's fine.
I'll tell you what, Daddy's about to lose some weight because without taste, I don't feel like eating anything. So The only thing I feel is I'm a little lightheaded because I've been eating in, I don't know, damn near 2 days now.
Yeah, it kills your appetite.
Well, I'm hungry, but if I can't taste it, what's the point? I wish there was a pill so I would have this all the time, and I'd be so skinny.
Well, I got myself a little, I got myself some chicken soup, and it was delicious from Benny's Tacos. Rotisserie chicken vegetable soup. Oof. I had to throw the potatoes out because I don't need nightshades.
Oh yeah, you can't have nightshades. That's right. You can't have nightshades.
It's really helped my mobility. Meanwhile, I called you today because my neck keeps catching. If anybody's a fucking physical therapist,
there's nothing more annoying. Brian goes, "Oh, dude, my neck." I go, "Well, have you done anything?" He goes, "No, dude, but all the years of wrestling and jiu-jitsu, my neck hurts." Oh, really? Oh yeah. And
I knew that would bug you.
Oh, and then,
I knew that would bug you.
Hey, and then now your neck hurts and you have corona? Weird.
Dude, my neck, if anybody's a physical therapist, please reach out to me. I need to figure this out because my neck keeps catching. When I go like that, it goes and it hurts like a fucker. It's scaring me.
Yeah, it's nothing. Hey, here's the other thing.
You don't know.
Yeah, it's absolutely
You're
nothing.
saying my corona and my neck are nothing. You can't.
Yeah, I'm not believing any of it. Hey, remember when you drove down to San Diego and you missed the podcast and you were there for 10 hours getting all sorts of tests?
Turns out I'm very healthy.
They didn't do any MRIs on your spine and your neck or anything?
They did. I gotta call them and see what the fuck they saw.
If you would have had like a dead disc or something in there, I would assume they would have alerted you.
I don't know. Hopefully, that would be bad to have a dead disc. What the fuck is that?
Well,
what do they do about that?
That's what I have. I mean, it depends how bad it is. They can do surgery, but if you'll see on the MRI, it's like there's the disc and then it's like black. It's dark.
Oof. Do you have that?
Uh-huh.
And do you have limited motion on your neck? I don't notice that with you.
It's a little stiff. Thanks, Travis Brown.
He did that. Well, we're training for it with Jake.
Well, Jack Mays did it. Jack
Mays. You guys landed. You landed on your fucking head. I thought you were dead.
And then when I went to go shoot in on Travis Brown, he sprawled right on my neck. So that made it even worse.
I remember you walking around for like 3 months, like you couldn't move your neck.
Yeah.
And your girl at the zoo was like, why aren't you doing anything? Because talking about it is not gonna fucking help it.
No, what are you gonna do, man?
You just gotta be in pain all the time.
That's it.
Jen, I like your black couch.
Yeah.
Hey, Chin and Kat, you guys can talk. You know you can't get corona through the Zoom meetings, right?
Yeah, I know that. Just nothing to say right now.
Are you guys worried at all?
No, I had my family over for the week while my sister moved in. So I was a little worried about that, but I don't think I have it, honestly.
And we don't hug or we don't get that close to each other. We don't even handshake.
We really don't.
Yeah.
We don't.
But even the fist bump is rare with us, Jim. We kind of just come in, say what's up, but we keep our distance. Theo was worried about it because he was going to see his mom, who's 99 years old, and he was worried about giving it to her.
Did he get a test or no?
Yeah, he got a test, I think, yesterday or today, and he was, but he says he doesn't feel anything. Chappelle said he doesn't feel anything. You don't feel anything. I think, who knows?
How's Malik? Have we checked with him?
Yeah, I checked with him. He's fine.
What did Malik say?
Said he's fine, dude. Your thing keeps freezing, huh?
Yeah, but not my thing. I have full bars.
No, I know you keep saying that, but yours is the only one that keeps freezing,
When you say bars, I'm worried you're not on Wi-Fi, bro.
Yeah.
I am on Wi-Fi.
All right, good. Hopefully. It could be beta, but whatever. It's all good.
I'll go downstairs if I have to, close to my router.
No, it's not too bad, B.
Yeah.
No.
So I guess you can't even leave the house, huh, Callan? We can't do anything.
Not until I know what the fuck is going on. And if I am positive, I do have to stay here.
Yeah, I'm quarantining away from the family.
What's that?
I said I'm quarantining just in my basement away from the family, but then I'll go outside. I'll ride my bike.
You're pulling the old Chris Cuomo.
Yeah, Chris Cuomo.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing. You know what's weird about Chris Como? Because, I'm just chilling, especially when I thought I was going to be on a ventilator. So I was watching a lot of just staying in the basement watching shows. Is I don't agree with a lot of Chris Como's points of views, especially politically and everything he's doing. But I like him as a person, and he's funny as hell, man. He's
I like him too.
funny.
He's a good guy. I know him.
No.
I used to know him like fairly well.
I know you always talk highly of him. It's so funny because he had these two guys on there. The guy who was defending his house with the gun against the protesters. He had him and his lawyer on there, and the lawyer was literally ramble out something, and Chris Como goes, "Listen, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't even know if that was English." He goes, "And we're gonna stop this interview right now." It was so funny, man. He goes, "I don't know."
Chris, I don't think Chris wanted to do that job at first, from what I hear. And then he
Patty
took it, but Chris is my recollection of Chris. He was a really humble dude and just a athletic, humble guy who was just all the girls liked and just a regular dude. But he also was very aware that he was in his father and brother's shadow. He had to deal with that shit all the time.
His father was the governor.
Yeah, longtime governor. His father's a legend in New York.
Yeah, they're kind of like. Are they kind of like the Kennedys of New York, Kellen?
Yes, they're a dynasty, and remember Chris was also hanging out with the Kennedys and all those people. He grew up. Wow. He grew up in Gracie Mansion. I mean, he lived in Gracie Mansion.
What's Gracie Mansion?
That's where the mayor of New York lives, the governor of New York lives. I mean, it's a big deal. So he grew up as royalty in a way. But Chris was always a guy, from what I remember, and I knew him as a young guy, who was he was just humble and very aware of that liability. He hated it. He was like a guy who just he wanted to be taken seriously.
Yeah,
and he was also like some guy like. Remember one time this guy goes something like he saw Chris. Chris is very big and muscular like you, and the guy said something like, "I ran a 4.540" to Chris, and Chris was sitting there with his hands in his pocket, and he goes, "Well, I have enough trouble just waking up in the morning, dude." And it was fucking great. He's like, "I don't want to compete with you on this shit." He was a fan too. He would come to my stand-up, and he loved it. So good guy.
Hey, Corona kids, this episode of Fighting the Kid is brought to you by the one, the only. On it. There's a reason why me and Cal stay healthy, man. That's why we weren't so worried about Corona, because we're healthy kids. Thanks to On It, baby.
On it. On it.
Onit.com/fighter. Get your freaking hemp protein, your regular protein. Get the best coffee on planet Earth. I'm talking about
krill oil.
Oh, dude. How about their coffee? Dude, caffeinated crystals, extra crystals. Wakes your ass up.
I've not had the fuck yeah coffee. I've not had it, but I like it. And I want to try that. But I do take my krill oil. I've done my research on fish oil. And for whatever reason, krill oil is the most readily available or less toxic. I don't know what it is. But they do all their research. They got doctors that do all the research whenever they make their supplements.
If you guys need to work out at home, they got on-demand workouts for On at 6. They got battle ropes. They got kettlebells, maces, everything you need. Go to onit.com/fighter, 10% off.
A lot of those workouts are 30 minutes, and they're all you need. They're incredible.
Onit.com/fighter, 10% off.
Talk to me about Whoop, Brennan. Talk to me about that thing you can wear on your wrist that tells you everything about your heart rate, about your recovery, about your sleep cycles. I know you swear by it.
Yeah, I swear by it because I was sick of guessing how many calories I was burning while my thick ass was on the mountain on my bike. So I said, I need something that measures my heart rate 100 times every second. I'm talking about that Whoop strap. That Whoop strap monitors my heart rate. It takes the strain. It takes my body, my mass, everything, how much rest I'm getting, sleep, if I should ride today, if I should rest, my recovery, everything. There's no more guesswork. It takes all of that and puts it on a simple interface on your phone. You connect to your phone via Bluetooth, and it's constantly monitoring your heart rate. It's one of a kind, man.
It's the future. It's kind of the future of health, it seems. Future of fitness.
I don't know why you wouldn't wear it. You just wear it all the time. It's waterproof. I swim with mine. I shower with mine. I play with my kids with mine. I do everything with it.
I gotta get one. Yeah. I literally, as I hear you talk about it when we're not on air, I realize I have to get one.
Yeah, Thick Boy Bike Club. Step your game up. Take the guesswork out. When you're on that bike, you know exactly how much you're putting in. If you should take the next day off. What kind of sleep you got, go to whoop.com, promo code FIGHTER, and you save 15%. That's whoop.com, promo code FIGHTER. Get the Whoop strap, take the guesswork out. know how much you're putting into your workouts, know if you should rest, know how much sleep you're getting. It's super important, man. Whoop.com, promo code Fighter.
Chin, what do we got for current events?
All right, we'll do current.
Hey, Bryan, I don't like your low energy and you don't have Corona. That's what bothers me the most.
Dude, I had fucking Corona.
Now you're trying to speed through the podcast. I'm sorry. What do you have to do?
Dude, I have aches.
What do you have to do?
I'm achy. Why do you not believe I have Corona?
Because I know you.
I fucking sweat through I sweat last night.
All right, you guys are going to be over here on the right.
Okay.
Let's start with cats.
Okay,
This.
so do you remember the movie that Brendan said he made a small cameo in, The Tax Collector?
No.
Well, the trailer just released, and I tried really hard, and I could not find Brendan to save my life.
I'm in there. I'm the cartel members with the mask on. You'll see me 3 times.
Okay, will you point yourself out when we play it?
Well, as soon as you see guys with masks on, I'm them.
Let me
Okay.
see.
So just
I'm in it a little more than Bryan was in the Joker.
Perfect.
But just so you know, when we watch the video, there we go. So when we watch the video, it's hard to hear yourselves talk. So just know that when we watch that.
Okay, we won't say anything, but I'll tell you when you see me. Oh, that was me.
You heard of me? What have you heard? How you're the devil? It might be.
Go off, fool.
Good, eh? Every gang in LA has to pay their taxes.
What's up, Holmes?
Let's go.
If you're stack short, go rob a bank. Rob your own mother. There's no excuses. Do not test that.
Whoa.
You guys look like a couple of monsters.
Who the hell?
Yeah, but I'm at peace with that.
What's up, Johnny Cash? How about that time you gave me like 3 different STDs?
Are you kidding? Just kidding. You got your wife, you got your kids, you got your castle. I'm supposed to terrorize the herd. That's my function.
God allows me to walk through darkness and come back into the light.
What did you see in me?
I heard that you were this big bad gangster.
You're taxing 43 different street gangs. That's thousands of dudes in the most violent subculture in Los Angeles.
That counts short.
Oh, that's me.
It's good, Brendan. That was good.
That's me.
He wants to cut your heart up.
Can't run for what's left.
I got a 380 on each ankle, 38 in my right, 25 in my left, chopper in the trunk, Glock in my belt. I'm on it.
That's me.
You're bad. You ain't that bad, all right?
That's me.
Open your mouth.
He'll splatter you brains out. I don't want that.
I do. I want that.
Shia LaBeouf is a hell of an actor.
Oh, dude, he is phenomenal. That was my biggest takeaway from doing that movie. The 3-second nap I had in that movie, just being on set for like 3 or 4 days with Shia LaBeouf. My God, he is a fucking fantastic actor. He's so goddamn good. Here's what's interesting about that is that movie. I didn't know when it was coming out, but it's a David Ayer's movie. Who did Training Day? He did Fury. He did Suicide Squad. All that. But he, in order to make that movie, that Bobby Soto's father is connected to the Mexican cartel. So it's based off a true story. But where they shot it in straight ghettos of Los Angeles. But nobody messed with the sets or any of the shoots because they had real like shot callers and gang members for security. It was really cool. It was really, really cool. Scary, but cool.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's something else, that kid. He's something the fuck else.
Oh, dude, he is such a fucking talent. It's insane, man.
You gotta love acting to get that into it.
You know,
his hair, the way he does everything, he's amazing.
Well, for Fury, he thought it would look more realistic if he got a tooth removed. So he actually took a tooth out to film Fury. For this movie, Tax Collector, his character Creeper has a chest tattoo that says, I forget it might say Creeper. He got a real tattoo across his chest that says Creeper.
Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, I'm not an actor.
He's as committed as they get. Then also you look at what he does to give back to underprivileged kids. It's insane. You're talking about a good dude, man. Good dude.
He's a great dude. He came up really. He had no money. His dad was selling hot dogs, I think, at the stadium, Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, he has a very tough upbringing. But also, you look at think about Shia LaBeouf. He did that movie Peanut Butter Falcon, which got so much high praise. Then he did the other one, Honey Boy, which was his life story that he wrote and directed. And now he did this one as well with David Ayers. He's a beast, man. He's
special guy, man. Steven Spielberg said that. Steven Spielberg saw him in something and said, this kid is the future.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Very
rare.
You put him in that Indiana Jones. I'll tell you what, though, after being on that set and, like, seeing that, like, the dramatic roles and he's this gangster, stuff like that, I was like, oh, this isn't for me. Like, I had to watch him play this serious role, this scene out over and over. Like, it's the most dramatic scene in the movie, and he kept doing it over and over. I was like, man, this is that. I do not want to do that.
That was like Joaquin Phoenix, watching him go over and over like that. It's like, that's a masochistic process. You got to kind of like,
you got to love it.
It's not comfortable to be in that position.
No, you got to love it. And I think if it was like a movie of like all our friends and it was funny, like we did for Finding Kid 3D, that would be fun. But to do like a serious role movie like that and you're shooting for months, I knew, like, off the bat, I'm like, oh, that's not for me. This life isn't for me. Sitting in a trailer, waiting till I go on, switching outfits, doing makeup.
Stand up for me. Stand up.
Yeah,
I like stand up and podcasting.
I'm a cartel guy on there. I haven't seen the final cut of the movie. I have no idea how much I'm in it. I make the joke, so I don't know.
I did audition.
My mind's in there or nothing. I have no idea how much I'm in it.
I did audition for a really fun series that I've just almost finished called The Boys, about superheroes that are bad. These guys are superheroes and they just take advantage of their powers.
Oh, you auditioned for it, B?
I auditioned for it. I would never have auditioned for something, but I saw it and I went, this is a fucking good role.
Oh, did you get it? Do you know?
I don't know yet, but it would be something I would do.
Oh, that'd be cool. I hope.
Because I could kill it. Play just sort of this fucking motherfucker of a superhero.
Do you think you're going to start maybe doing some more auditions for stuff that you want to do now or no?
I don't think so, Bubba.
No.
I think the truth is that I just want to stick to stand-up and podcasting.
Unless it's like a good role or something?
Maybe, but I've never liked acting because I don't like the process. It's a little bit like skiing. Skiing's fun when you're on the hill and you're going down the hill. It's getting all the gear and the cold and all that. The amount of, it's just the shit you'd go through with, I just never liked the process. I hate to say it. I have to admit that to myself at 53. I spent my whole life acting and trying to be an actor, and I realized that so much of it was just if you are Shia LaBeouf, Bradley Cooper, you love acting. Those guys love it. Joaquin Phoenix, all those guys. Me, I had options. I liked being funny. I liked doing stand-up. That's when I feel the best. That's when I feel the most alive.
Thank God you're really good at stand-up,
Yeah.
Some people, if you go down that road of acting and that's your passion and you're trained in it, and you get to 53 years old and you realize, man, maybe I don't want to do this. A lot of guys are stuck,
They're stuck. And, people are not paying actors because they don't have to. You don't want to do that role? We'll just go over here. No problem. You don't want to do it for scale plus 10%? That's all right. You're great, but we have 3 other dudes or maybe 10 other guys who are really good.
I was talking to Tom Segura about this last night. Like, thank God we're able to still do our podcast and stuff like that because, even with this Corona stuff, it's maybe, especially me getting Corona, it's like, all right, well, how much do I want to do the road until they figure stuff out, stuff like that. But it's like, I thank God I have that option to decide what I want to do thanks to podcasting. Thanks to you and me doing this fucking how many years ago? Deciding to fucking ride it till the wheels fall off?
7 years, I think.
Crazy, huh?
Crazy. Yeah.
But that will be my acting debut, okay? I might have a mask on. You will see me in the restaurant as well, I think, unless they edit me out of the whole thing. But, okay,
fuck.
Shia Buff, okay?
On Mad TV, sometimes you have to be in 4 hours of makeup just to be in the background. Because you'd be wearing prosthetics. You'd be wearing plastic. They paint rubber fucking face pieces on you.
Well, how about Jim Carrey to play the Grinch? They said he was in makeup for 14 hours sometimes.
You'd go crazy. You have to sit there.
Yes.
I'd go crazy. It wasn't 14 hours, but it was, I promise it was a long time. It was more like 5 hours.
Let me look. No. It's longer than that because he said he had to get some training, some mental training to get through it.
Yeah, usually it's 4 hours. I've done exactly that makeup, so I can tell you.
Oh, you've done the Grinch?
Yeah, I've done that kind of makeup. I've had that kind of crazy amount of makeup on. So a lot of times it's a face mask that you're wearing. You have a bald pate, then you have a wig. There's a lot. I've done it. I dressed up. I did.
Hold on. Spending 2 hours in the morning getting in, 1 hour in the evening get out. You became a Zen man. Oh, okay. Sorry, you're right.
It'll take more than 14 hours. It'll take more than 2 hours, though. I've been in makeup for as long as 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
I mean, listen, how much do you get paid for the Grinch? Shut your fucking mouth. Get in the makeup there for 2 hours. I was thinking, you know what? I meant 14 hours total. Come on, man.
You can go a little crazy, though, because what happens is you're in that mask and you can't really eat or do anything. You have to drink out of a straw, and you can't move. So you're in that. You're wearing essentially glue and rubber on your face for 16 hours. And then you go home, and it takes an hour to get out. Then you go home, you wake up really early, and you start all over again. It's a motherfucker. It's claustrophobic. Gets to
but I'm seeing how much you got paid.
A lot.
He made 32 million. Listen, for 32 million, I will sit in that chair for 24 hours straight. You feel me?
I'll suck your dick for 3 months straight for $32 million. I'd suck your dick
3 months straight.
Or I'll just make Grinch 2. You know, you don't have to suck your dick.
Or I'd suck your dick.
Okay, well, I feel like you do that for free and a little bit of makeup.
That's bullshit, dude. I need $32 million.
A little rouge on the lips.
I'll wear a wig.
Yeah. That movie does look sick, though. I just like David Ayers and Shia LaBeouf, so I hope it does well.
Yeah.
What's
All right,
this?
Okay, so the next story is a couple in Ohio were running errands and they decided to go pick up pizza from Little Caesars. When they picked it up, they got in the car, started driving. The wife noticed that there was a backward swastika on the pizza and pepperoni. They ended up reaching out to Little Caesars to see how this could have happened. And after an investigation, they found out that this was an inside joke between the workers at that particular location, and this pizza wasn't supposed to be sold to any customer, and that's the reason why it wasn't cut. So they're saying it was an insensitive inside joke with people who are working that shift, and Little Caesars is just trying to rectify the situation with the family behind the scenes.
That's a backward swastika, right?
Backward swastika, which is actually the symbol for Buddhism.
Yeah.
It's a symbol for good fortune, actually.
Yes.
So in India right now, you can see a lot of people who right now they have saris on. They wear their and they have that exact diagram all over it.
Yep. Yeah, and the Nazis took it over. But here's the thing, though, is we're giving these Little Caesar pizza employees too much credit if we think they were doing the Hindu sign there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Way too much
Probably
credit.
true. Probably true.
What else you got?
All right.
Little Caesar sucks dick anyway.
Just because you can eat a swastika doesn't mean it's in good taste.
But also, I thought Little Caesar was square slices. Did they go to round slices?
Oh yeah, huh?
They did a revamp recently of their pizza. I think it tastes better. I think I tried it maybe a couple months ago and it was pretty good.
Dude, I'll tell you what I did. When I was stressed out a few weeks ago, I ate Domino's for 6 nights in a row. What I do is I get a large pepperoni hand-tossed pizza, and I put extra sauce on it so you know that shit's fresh. and it is so goddamn good, delicious. When it comes to like fast pizza like that, there ain't nobody better than Domino's.
I think I want pizza now.
Oh, it's so nice, dude.
I'm hungry. But that pizza was in poor taste. Even though they were trying to make pizza racism more palatable.
What else we got?
Okay, so the next story is there was a university in Japan that recently opened up their curriculum to allow people to get a master's in ninja studies.
Ooh.
And what ended up happening was there's a 45-year-old man who went to that university in order to studying history, traditions, and fighting techniques of a ninja. He is officially the first man to have a master's in ninja studies.
Now, did he minor in nerdism?
Probably, I'm not sure, but yeah, that's the thing now.
Good. Now, why do you think you should work for our corporation? I have a master's degree in ninja. I'm a ninja.
Apparently he's...
I know how to climb a mountain quietly, because,
Yeah, what's the curriculum? How do we know what they're...
Not exactly. We just know that he has to study the history of ninjas, I guess, where it started, how it progressed, what they did, and then he had to learn some martial arts. I don't really know exactly where you go with that, but it took him 2 years, and he has his master's.
Well, you have to study ninjutsu, which is illegal in UFC because it's too deadly.
True, facts, true.
Have you ever, in all your times fighting, did you ever spar with a guy who was a kung fu guy?
No, never. We didn't have time for bullshit, so. Also, I like how that ninja's out of shape.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Yeah.
May not be so bad.
Not exactly the epitome of health there, being a ninja.
That's a small axe for a big fucking log.
And also, is that a belt or is that a sweatshirt wrapped around his waist?
No, those are baggy pants, Brennan. Tucked in. Apparently, he thinks he lives in the 1500s.
It's like we're behind him, though.
He kind of looks like an Asian Elon Musk.
Yes. Good call, Kat.
Maybe.
It's gone. All right, next event.
Okay, so with the NFL returning this fall, they have found that they are losing way too much money. I think it was about $3 billion by not having fans watch the games. So what they're going to do is they're trying to figure out a way to have fans in the arena while the games are happening, while also absolving them from any sort of liability from them getting COVID if they do contract it at the game. So they're in the works of creating a COVID waiver for fans to attend in the fall.
Good idea.
That's a great idea.
Great idea.
Yeah, again, leave it up to the fans. Let them decide if the risk of going to the NFL games worth it for them to.
Correct. Leave it up to people to make that decision.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the way to do it. You have to leave it up to individuals to
I
say.
think that's the way to do it with everything when it comes to society, open restaurants, everything, man. Look, we see things spiking, but the death rate's completely down.
Brandon, you're speaking like a capitalist and an American.
I know.
Are you saying the individuals should have take responsibility for themselves?
Correct.
Brandon.
I'm speaking like someone who's going to move the fuck to Texas.
Yeah, man. I mean, that is the fundamental divide, it seems, in the big, great debate that you're starting to be thrown into, Brennan, which is the idea that, part of the capitalist system is just, as an individual, if you come up with an idea like Thick Boy or whatever it might be, and you take a risk and you put your money into it, you can make money and you benefit from that. Now, it should be noted that you, Brendan, and myself spend 50% of our day and our year working for someone else. What do I mean by that? We pay 50% in taxes. So that's fine. That's fine. When socialists talk about taxing us 70 to 80%, anybody who makes a lot of money, okay, how do you justify that? And do you think that your system, which would be the federal government to redistribute that wealth, do you really think that they are the best people to do that and make everybody richer? Because what happens, why would you penalize people like yourself, who are entrepreneurs, who take risk, who have an imagination, who are willing to work hard, and who are smart why would you penalize them? Why would you take 80% of their money? We know that in most socialist countries, what happens when you do that, and I'm just saying it's really hard to incentivize people to do that. Why would I do that and put all that effort if you're going to take 80% of my money? 50% of my day, let me say it again, and your day is spent working for someone else. That's fine. I'm not out in the street protesting, but how much more do you want of my money?
Well, not if we move to Texas, B. We move to Texas.
Well, that's why a lot of people are moving to Texas, because it doesn't make a lot of sense. But if you are somebody who benefits, or if you are somebody in government, all due respect, or in academia, who's not entrepreneurial, who has a fixed income, if you're somebody in media, same thing, and you don't know what it's like to run a business, you've never had to build a business, you never had to build a brand, which is all what stand-up is all about, podcasting is all about. How are you going to know what that takes? How are you going to really appreciate how hard it is then, not only to get there, but how do you want me to be okay with taking 70% of my money from after that? Am I getting penalized for that? Yeah. I didn't always have a lot of money, as you know. And I went through a lot of failure, and a lot of people do who are now making money. So what this system was founded on was the idea that an individual, no matter who you are, if you have a really good idea and you take a risk, you might just get lucky enough to make $1 billion. Okay? So that's something that I think has to be preserved, and it's under attack. You hear people equating capitalism with racism. And I mean, I could get into it, but I'm not going to. But I mean, this is what's under attack, and I don't think it's very advantageous to anybody.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree, dude.
And people get mad at me. They're like, "You're becoming this right-wing guy." No, I'm not. I'm reasonable. I just want the best for everybody, man. That's all. I'm trying to figure it out. All right.
Next one. This is the Western Australian Premier Mark McGowan talking about a kid who was rejected from getting into a pub because of his mullet. So the Premier.
Well, I agree with that.
The Premier. Yeah, what's that?
I don't
no mullets and no racists.
Yeah, I don't trust people with mullets to start with.
So this is like a high governing official, right? So he's a member of the 2 Houses of Parliament for Western Australia. That's all we need to know about this guy. So he's actually talking about it at a press conference, and it's actually pretty funny. I'll play it for you.
Oh, I just encourage people with mullets to rise up and rebel against these extreme rules pubs are imposing. I think you should be free to have a mullet.
He actually answered it during a press conference too.
That's so funny.
He's all laughing like.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't think he should be allowed in there with a mullet. That's a terrible mullet, dude.
Yeah, it's a scraggly mullet. At least Theo puts a little effort into it.
God bless him. God bless that big blonde mullet kid.
All right, crazy one. This is in Miami, and I'll play the video for you first. So it's actually at the Miami airport, and it's a cop slapping a girl. Oh, and also the guy that posted this is Billy Corbin, your buddy.
Boy, Billy, yeah.
I really should. You acting like that you black. You acting like you white when you really black. Don't walk up on me for real. What you want to do?
Oh.
So he smacked her, and then they took her down and arrested her. So apparently this girl, she showed up late at the airport at American Airlines, and then she started like insulting and then also threatening the people that worked there. And then they told her to go to another airline. So she started threatening more people. So the cops are called. That guy happens to be, according to this video, he might be black. And she was saying like, "Oh, you're acting like you're white, but you're black." And then she apparently put her head on his chin, and that's when
he did
smack. Yeah.
She did. And if that's called assault, actually, if you're threatening a police officer and you put your head on his chin like that, you get arrested. That's considered, you know.
That still doesn't give him a free pass to slap the fuck out of a female. He could have apprehended her and like put her to the ground and arrested her, but you don't have to slap her. He slapped her.
I agree.
He was super pissed off.
Oh. So I don't think he's going to get in trouble, though. Ironically, I think what's going to happen is he. I don't know. I mean, I do think that was totally unnecessary.
It'd be excessive force slapping a female.
Yeah.
So he wasn't actually fired yet. There's an investigation. They said they relieved him of his duties, so he can't. He doesn't have the powers of a cop anymore. But he's not necessarily fired yet.
I don't know what that woman's problem was. She was obviously threatening. They're going to go into her history too.
She's not
like you're just being nasty to a police officer who's working.
She sucks too. They both suck.
Yeah.
You can't be hitting people like that.
Much
You're a cop or you're a regular citizen. You can't do that.
I agree. It's probably not a good idea,
No.
She can take a hit though.
Yes, you can. This is I thought was awesome. So this LA City Councilman, he's talking about developing a department that's not like the cops, where they don't have weapons, but they're like social workers or people that understand, mental illnesses, to go to non-violent crimes or non-violent crimes, right? So I'll play this real quick for you.
We're looking at non-violent situations where we can send unarmed, trained people to address those concerns. What we're talking about is trying to provide the most efficient service to this city that we can provide. And that's going to take shifting resources. I, however, believe that if you have a police department that's focused on police-related matters, you have quicker response time, and I think you'll get better service. When you're talking about mental health issues like you referenced earlier, who better to be the first on the scene than a mental health professional or social worker, individuals that know how to reach and to communicate with people?
What do you guys think?
I don't know. My area of expertise seems to make sense. Like, I don't know.
It makes sense. And it also seems like it might de-escalate the situation. Like if you have a guy come up, these cops who are used to dealing with murders and criminals and violent, offenders, if you have someone come up who has, no gun or nothing like that, they're just trying to de-escalate something and figure out a solution to the problem. It makes sense.
Yeah.
More so than I think a cop who's, there to really, take care of some dangerous situation.
Well, this is the positive thing, I think, of the protests and George Floyd and all that, where now as Americans, we start being more surgical about how we approach law enforcement and problems, right? And so in that sense, I think it's pretty cool. Like now you're able to see kind of like how there's nuance and there's details, involved in what they mean by defunding the police or rearranging a police department. Maybe mental health professionals are way better in this situation. Maybe cops don't even want to deal with that. They want to stop real crime. So that's a good, intelligent suggestion. Again, I that's why I get encouraged. Right now, there are these protests and people are really upset, and things are, as Americans always do, we swing all the way right, all the way left, all the way to one direction or another. But then, as these things get opened up for debate, we have to get to the level of detail and legislation. Now we start getting a little bit more. Most people are sensible, and we get a little bit more detailed. Now it's like, all right, we're not talking about getting rid of the whole police department. Like Minneapolis, trying to get rid of their fucking police department with the city council. I mean, good luck. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You want to get rid of,
Look at the crime rate there right now, but then also look at New York, who defunded, I think, $1 billion in it. It's never been higher crime.
It's not even that. De Blasio is not behind his police force.
I know.
De Blasio hates his police force. No. So when the fucking police feel like their mayor isn't behind them, they don't want to fucking get in trouble. They get resentful. And they're like, this motherfucker doesn't know the first thing about policing, which he doesn't. So what happens is shootings are up some crazy amount. Crime is everywhere. And now New York very quickly goes back to what it was when I was there in the 80s. Dangerous, 70s and 80s.
When you were there in the 40s, it was terrible.
De Blasio's, good luck with that. That's a gamble.
Did you see what's happening in Atlanta? They stopped answering calls. The police stopped going to.
What happened in Baltimore? Homicide rates came up, I think, 65%.
Yeah,
because the police get terrified.
And also the police are like, "Oh, we're the enemy. We're public enemy number one." The majority of them are good people. They're like, "Oh, you want to treat us like shit? Watch what happens, man."
Well, in Baltimore, the majority of them are black. The huge part of the police commissioner, the police chief is black. The guy under him is black. The person under him is black. The city council is primarily black. So. you know, and even in that city, they were like, I don't want to get in trouble for this.
Yep. What
All
else
right.
you got?
Move on. So 4th of July is just around the corner. And there's this public service announcement from the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission. And this video is supposed to make you not want to use fireworks, but to everyone that's watching it, it just makes them want to do fireworks even more. So I'll play it for you. And they have this music in the background too. That's fun.
What happened there?
It's just everything exploding, people getting their hands blown off, their heads blown off.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's not good for your head.
Jesus Christ. Ooh.
Yeah, that's not good.
And then
This is awesome.
Jesus Christ, what are those fireworks?
big one.
Sorry, my Corona.
Mine's fake
That was
Corona.
sick.
Hey, are fireworks banned in every state right now, or is it just California we can't have any fun? It'd be great if Chin's search history popped up and it's just like all like scat babes, bukkake videos, hiding dead bodies.
It says only Massachusetts bans the sale of it and use of it, and then 2 states, Illinois and Vermont, permit the sale and use only wire or wood stick sparklers and other novelties.
Weird.
Yeah, I thought it was way more. Yeah.
So I guess we're the only state that says we can't have them.
Well, we can actually still buy them. We just can't do it in certain cities. All right.
How is this working? How is our Zoom podcast working? Pretty well, right?
So far, it's okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, obviously, I'm an audio guy, so this is kind of frustrating, but oh well, it still works.
Yeah.
You want another one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. All right, do you guys know who Lily Reinhardt is?
No.
Neither do I, but she played a character in Riverdale. She's a really hot girl, and she used an image of herself to bring attention to Breonna Taylor's murder. And then it was her using side boob. So this is what she wrote.
That's fucking hilarious. Hold on. Now that my side boob's gotten your attention, Breonna Taylor's murderers.
That's
I'm not
hilarious.
being arrested, man.
So of course,
Thanks a lot, hon.
saying that she's using herself to promote herself for this, you know?
And
then-
people are pissed.
Yeah, so she apologized and deleted it too. Yeah.
I tried very hard to be honest on my IGTV that I'm still learning, trying to be better, but I understand that my caption came off as tone deaf. I truly had good intentions. I not think I didn't view it as insensitive. I think people are like, oh, look at the titty. And they see, then she's like, because that's what's going to draw people's attention. If she would have posted a picture of Breonna Taylor, it wouldn't have got nowhere near as much as attention. So I think that was her thinking behind it.
You do see how it's kind of self-serving too, though, a little bit?
Well, she's an actress, so I don't care.
Also, she's
Hey, Breonna, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for standing up for Black.
That's her.
Yeah,
Well,
she's hot as shit.
Smoking hot, yeah. And she also reminds me of the actress that passed away. She was in the Eminem movie. Do you remember what I'm talking?
Brittany Murphy.
Wait.
Yes, she reminds me of Brittany Murphy.
Yeah, but let me wait, can I ask you a question? Chin, Let me guess. Lily Reinhardt is not into racism, and she doesn't like the killing of innocent Black people. Is that what she's? I just want to know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Well, listen. I used to be pro that, but now that Lily has posted that, I now have realized the error of my ways. So thank you, Lily, for making a difference.
Yeah.
True.
Thanks a lot. We
All right,
appreciate it. You're making a big difference.
Maybe-
Lily, do me a favor. How is Chicago going? Can you go fix that too?
Maybe a boo picture will fix it.
Yeah. Go there and see what they say in the hood there, because they need your help as well.
Okay.
Give us one more, Chan. Give us your best one.
I think this is the last one. Hopefully this plays. Oh, there is. Check out these bears climbing out of a well. That's a mom
Holy
bear.
fuck. That's so funny.
So
They're
what
in a
happened was,
fucking well?
yeah, so what happens is they were trapped under there. So wildlife officials, the Department of Game, Wildlife and Fish, or whatever you call it, they put a ladder there, and then they were able to figure out how to climb that ladder from the well and go out. And they're the Cubs. They climbed out too.
Oh, that's cool. Damn, all of them
The
figured
whole
it
family
out.
climbed out. Yeah, that's in Monrovia.
Well, you got to get out of there. That's whenever I have bears in my well. Whenever I'm like, this water tastes so fucking berry.
Well, there you
My
go.
water's super crispy. I go, man, does your water taste like brown bear? And then Brendan goes, I have COVID. I don't have any taste. And I go, well, I do have taste, even though I have COVID too.
No, you used to have taste, right?
Yeah.
That's the first sign you know you have COVID.
Come on, dude. Give me the fact that I have COVID.
Nope. Joanna got her test result back. She was texting me. She doesn't have it. How weird is that?
Oh, wow.
I know.
Makes sense.
I got to tell you, I feel pretty much 100% right now. Hold on.
I'm just lightheaded because I haven't eaten anything about 3 days.
You should
You
probably
got your gun, huh? You got your
You
gun.
don't want to.
Finally got his custom AR-15.
I got to go pick mine up. Did they send it to you?
No, hell no.
You went to
Pick it
get
up.
it.
Yeah.
I got to go pick mine up.
Well, guys, this is our first Zoom Finding the Kid. Hopefully our last.
Yeah. Dallas, July 16, 17, 18. Come see me. Addison.
Go see the COVID man, Dallas.
Yeah.
Go see the fake COVID man. You ain't got no COVID, boy.
You ain't got no COVID. If this is COVID, it's mild as fuck, so.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. You can get Salt Lake City, Spokane, Irvine. Irvine tickets just went on sale. That is, what month is that? That's August 27th to the 29th. Irvine, get your tickets now. Other shows are sold out. All right, tfatk.com. New Thick Boy merch comes out, drops next week. This hoodie, see me rocking now. Tees, tanks, everything, man. tfatk.com, thickboy.com. I think we did it, guys. The COVID finally caught up with us. COVID caught up with us, but we're still okay.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys coming on, man. We have reads, Chin. Do we do reads?
Yeah, still do reads. We'll do it
Okay.
after this. You can sign out and then we'll do it after.
All right. This is the Finding the Kid with COVID. We're out.